Okay, welcome to our scanner tutorial, the online compiler version. So using the online compiler that I recommended to you, should take you to this site right here. Perhaps the first thing you might want to do is just click off the sidebar there so we have the full screen to look at. Now this appears to be a little bit different. It seems to run better using this main.java. So I know this goes a little bit against the grain of what I said before. We're always declaring a new project and new classes and such. But for the purposes of this online compiler only, we're going to call all our classes main. Now to use the scanner class, we have to import java.util, which is the utilities class or package, and you can put scanner here, or if you prefer you can just put asterisk and it will work just fine like that. Okay, I'll set it up just in keeping with my own preference. If I run the program right now, it says hello world, no problem there, but this is all about the scanner class. So to begin with, we start with declaring a scanner object. Now don't worry about that, we haven't talked about it. It's just one of those things where I ask you to take it on faith. So just type the following code, scanner sc equals new scanner, and inside these brackets I'm going to write system.in. Now system.in is the computer's way of reading any input from the keyboard. Much the same way, much the same way as system.out displays to the screen, system.in reads from the keyboard. So we could say something like this. I'm going to declare a string variable called name, and I'm going to say name equals sc dot nextInt. Actually, nextInt, no, next line. Sorry there. Next line. So, what this line does is it looks to the console down here, and whatever you type into that console and hit enter, that part will be read into the variable name. So I could say something like system.out.println and just put the variable name in there. Okay. So I'll run the program. And right now, nothing really seems to be happening. We just have a flashing cursor down in the console. And what that is it's the program waiting for you to type something in. So I'm going to type in this, James. I'll hit enter, and it outputs James, just as we said down here. Let me modify this a little bit. String message equals my name is plus the variable, just like that. And I'll change that to message. Run it. Then once again we have the flashing cursor. It's waiting for some input. I'll put in my name. I'll hit enter. And there we go. It works just fine. Now, this works well for us. It's a good alternative to using JOption pane and all those show input and show message dialog boxes. We can't use those, in fact, on these online compilers. So if you don't have Eclipse running, this is an alternative for the time being, but still our final goal is to get Eclipse running on everyone's computer at home. Now, there are a few advantages to the scanner class. It's actually quite a handy class in that it doesn't just read next lines, it can read integers, it can read strings, it can read Boolean values, it can read doubles, and you do not need to parse them the way you do using the show input dialog box. Let me give you an example. I'll take out all of this and I'll say int num1, num2, and answer. Num1 equals sc dot next int. That would not work. We can't have a space with our variables. Go, copy that, and 2, answer equals num1 plus num2. System.out print line. The answer is plus answer. See how that compiles? Int, no comma after int. Okay, so there we go. Now, the way we have the program set up right now, it's not particularly user-friendly. I mean, we have a flashing cursor sitting down here, and unless you know exactly what to do, it's a little difficult to run the program. Well, we'll go ahead anyways. I'll put in a 3 here, another flashing cursor, I'll put a 7 in here, and then we get the answer 10. But let's modify our program a little bit and see if we can't make it a little bit more user-friendly. Let's put in some system.outs here. Please enter an integer value in the console and hit enter. Please enter a second integer value in the console and hit enter. Now we'll have a little bit of prompting from the program, and hopefully it'll make it a bit easier for somebody who's not familiar with this program to run it. It is user-friendly, right down to the fact that we said please. Please enter an integer. See how it tells the user, gives a little bit of direction there. Let's put 22, hit enter, 44, enter, 66. Okay, so hopefully that will give you a little more comfort and ability in using these online compilers. But once again, our ultimate goal is to try and get everybody up and running on Eclipse. Bye for now.